have the pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker, Elise Bryant. Elise launched her labor arts career as the artistic director of University of Michigan Labor's Theater Project, Workers' Lives, Workers' Stories, in 1982. She joined the National Writers Union and began her screenwriting career with a script for the documentary Porgy and Bess, An American Voice, which aired last year on PBS. In 1998, Elise made her Washington, D.C. stage debut in Theater J's production of Goodnight Irene, and founded the D.C. Labor Chorus. Most recently, she directed 2 productions of labor jazz opera, Forgotten in Detroit and in the Washington, D.C. area. After working 35 years as a labor educator, Elise retired from her professorship at the National Labor College to start her own consulting service, the Elise Consortio. Her areas of expertise include communication skills, effective committee training, leadership training, teaching techniques, labor history and culture, diversity training, organization development, and arts as a tool for organizing. Elise is a lifetime member of the Wobblies Industrial Workers of the World, a member of the AFM Local 1000, as well as CWA Newspaper Guild Local 32035. In 2012, she was given the Lifetime Achievement Award from the international organization, United Association of Labor Educators. So I was going to say all those wonderful things about Elise that Mike Fleming, our VP, beat me to it. But I can say that this lady is so awesome. We have an award that we present to one of our members every year in her name. As a 2014 recipient of her award, it is my pleasure to introduce Elise Bryant.
Hello, family. It has been a while since I've been in this house, but when the moment that Kathy and I drove, I knew I was home. I want to give big thanks and kudos to those young folks who were on the stage and out there dancing. My goodness, it was hard. It was hard to sit here. I'm going to tell y'all brothers right now, because y'all was drumming up here. It was hard to just sit here and not jump up myself. And I couldn't help but think about, in this context of diversity, the style of the Irish dance and the style of the African dance, and how you take turns, right? First, a single person will come, but it starts as a group, and then individuals come out and sort of do the individual thing, and it goes back, and it ends with the group. And the drum is the heart. It is the beat, it is the heartbeat. It is a sacred instrument. Thank you all for your work, and thank you, Local 602, for having this wonderful evening. So let me let me get on with it. Because we don't want to be here all evening. Welcome, union members. We are in your presence, hand in hand together. We make the union strong. And that's your part. I'm going to sing it to you. You're going to sing it back to me, right? Back there, y'all dancers, y'all back there. Y'all can come in a few seats. Y'all want to sit down? You're going to sit down in the hall. What y'all want to do? There's some seats. Okay, I'm going to do that. Welcome. I'm singing to you. Sing it back to me, right? Welcome, union members. Very good. We are in your presence. Hand in hand together. Very good. We make the union strong. Now I want you to sing it just like that. Just like that. Or I want you to turn around and sing it to somebody next to you, behind you. Okay, y'all ready? Hello, y'all ready? Okay, here we go. You're going to turn and look at somebody else, look them in the face and say, welcome, union members. We are in your presence. We are in your presence. Hand in hand together. Hand in hand together. We make the union strong. We make the union strong. Thank you. Oh, yes, we do. We make the union strong. The union doesn't make us strong. It is the people in the union, the members, that make the union strong. And this local is doing such a beautiful and fantastic job of honoring the diversity that exists in our union and in our workplace. Look around this room and look at the colors in this room. And look at the organizations that are represented in this room and the ancestors who are represented in this room. The ancestors, the ones who dreamed of this day when we'd be sitting here. The ones who worked in the fields. The ones who brought in the crops. The ones who cleaned the homes of others. The ones who babysat other people's children. The ones who went in the plants when it was a hard place and a whole different place to go. Who made it possible for us to be here today. And I've given thanks to them. And I was reminded of a song as I was driving up today. Shine on me, shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me. Shine on me. Shine on me. I wonder if the lighthouse will shine on me. And what is the purpose of a lighthouse? What does it do? A guiding light, right? Beams out into the water and guides ships into safety. It is that gift of light and vision that I want you all to think about right now, today. Is the gift of lightness and darkness. We have photo cells in our eyes, in the retina, that one's called the rods and one's called the cones. And the rods detect lightness and darkness, and the cones detect color. So when you look around this room and you see the colors, you are seeing them with the cones, and when you see the lightness and darkness, you're seeing it with the rods. Now here's what I learned from my vision teacher. If you want to improve your vision, go walk around at night where there are no street lights. Go walk around at night when there are no street lights, because the rods will kick in. The ones that see darkness and lightness. And there's millions of them. So take off your sunglasses. They don't know, we need sunglasses. No. Remember when your ancestors didn't wear sunglasses when they worked in the fields from can't see to can't see? They go, oh, but you know, the sun's different. Nah, it's not that different. Take off your sunglasses, walk in the darkness, because you will see better in the light. And I thought to myself, isn't that true about leadership? If we can see well in the darkness, we'll see better in the light. And so that ability to distinguish those colors on the flags around you, on those books and those pillowcases and those tables and the brochures that you have, that's that ability that we have to distinguish between differences in lightness and darkness and colors. So why is it that we have such a problem with diversity? Look around the room. Diversity isn't the problem. Diversity is God's gift of sight and vision, that we can see and make a difference between the red, the yellow, the orange, the blue, the green, the purple, the lightness and the darkness. Look at the person next to you. Seriously, turn to the person next to you. Look at them. Look at them. Look at their face. Look at their eyebrows. Look at their nose. Look at the shape of their lips. Look at the collar, the color of the top that they're wearing. I want you to appreciate the sight that you have to discriminate the difference in colors and textures. Diversity isn't the problem, diversity is the answer. It's not what are we going to do about diversity, it's how diverse are we going to be. And 602 is leading the way. You're showing other people how to do it. They used to say that America was a melting pot. We just all come in here and melt together. No, we are not a melting pot. Look around this room. Y'all look this side over here, I want y'all to look at that side over there. Okay, look at the people opposite the aisle from you. This is not a melting pot. This is a spinach salad. Okay? So with a spinach salad, you basically start to green. Okay, that's the bottom basis of the whole spinach salad. You gotta have some spinach, right? But then you're gonna add some feta cheese. Feta cheese is a soft white cheese made of goat's and sheep's milk, right? Then you're gonna add some black olives. Now you could have green olives. Green olives and black olives are really the same olive. One's just unripened, and that's the green one, and the ripe one is black. So you throw in your black olives, and you throw in some red pepper. Not the green peppers, because that's all, they're not quite red pepper. And then you're gonna throw in some yellow onions. And then you're gonna get some croutons that are like toasty color. They come in different shades of toastiness. Some are sort of lighter brown, and some are a little darker brown, but toasted. And then, those are the basics things that you need. And then if you want to, you can throw in some nuts. Some pecans, some walnuts, some if you like nuts, That's how you get your protein. But maybe you're like flesh eaters, and you like yourself some bacon. Well, you can throw in some bacon bits in your salad. If you got them people in your family like me who are vegetarians, then you might leave out the bacon bits and throw in the tofu. Right? And if you have vegan people who don't eat anything that's milk processed, they can't have the feta cheese, then you can soak your tofu in capers and get that salty taste to it, so you still get your nice little creamy white substance in your salad if that's what you need. Now, given all of that you have, then you have the dressing. So we got French dressing, Italian dressing, Greek dressing, Russian dressing, Caesar dressing, 1000 Island, Roquefort, blue cheese, green goddess, balsamic vinaigrette, and then go back to basics and just do oil and vinegar. Now, if Myers and Kroger's and Costco have no problem with diversity, and I'm only naming a few of the dressings, right? We ain't gonna get into brand names of dressings. Then why do we? Because rather than looking at and asking, what shall we do? We have to, again, ask, how do we become more diverse to bring more people to the table? I used to have a bumper sticker, and it was the only bumper sticker I had until Barack Obama ran for office. And the bumper sticker said, hate is not a family value. I suggest a new bumper sticker. And it is a philosophy as old as the time itself. Love and solidarity forever are family values. Love will guide us. Peace has tried us. Hope inside us will lead the way on the road from greed to giving. Love will guide us through the dark night. It is love. It's a basic principle. I have no enemies. There's nobody I hate because I don't have the energy, the time to hate somebody. And driving down here, we came from, actually up here, I guess, sort of across and then up. From Cleveland, Ohio, Kathy Harris and I went to the United We Dance Conference. It was a conference of line dancing. 700 people. 700 people who come for 2 days from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning to dance, dance, dance. That's all it is. It's just dance. And it's so friendly and open and welcoming. Now, as Kathy observed, 600 of the people there are women. This is true. And I would say 90% of the people there are of African American descent. But in every one of the conferences I go to, there are some people of European American descent. There are some people of Latino descent. There are people of Asian American descent. Nobody is turned away Nobody is discouraged from dancing. Everybody gets on the dance floor together like one giant tribe and start moving as one. And the thing I love about it is that I myself have not kept up on the dances, okay? I think Maryland has, but I have not kept up on the dances. So when I get out there, I start feeling like the people I used to make fun of who don't have any rhythm, right? I mean, turn 1, 2, wait, we're going back here, shuffle, shuffle, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, and I'm always going in the wrong direction of everybody else. They don't care. They just like, do it, and then someone will come next to you and very gently say, step 1, 2, cha-cha-cha, then turn 3/4 and turn back, cha-cha-cha, and step right, step left, stop, 1, 2, 3. Just like that. They don't make you feel stupid. They don't make you feel incompetent. They just say, let me guide you along. Let us guide others along. Let's coach each other. Let's find that way to help each other to come into step with what we need to do in this work. Martin Luther King said, darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only love can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Dr. King taught us that the labor hater and the labor baiter is virtually a twin-headed creature, spewing anti-Negro epitaphs from one mouth and anti-labor propaganda from the other mouth. You hear it on the media every single day. And from all of them, not just Fox News, but MSNBC. They would have us believe that we are our worst enemies, but we know who those people are. We in Michigan are a prime example of it, and Detroit in particular. How this was a mighty place built by the unions. Our family went from being poor, no, not poor, po, P-O, not poor, not destitute, po, from Alabama and Georgia to come to this area and become prosperous, enough to send us to college, enough to buy our own homes, enough to build this economy in this state. And as they say, the power of this union, they've done everything in their power to break it down. But it ain't over yet. Love will conquer. We will, because we understand that we will put our house in order, yes? And we will recognize and celebrate those among us, like Marilyn Coulter, who understand and work hard because they understand that none of us are free. 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 If one of us is chained, none of us are free. So none of us are free if a woman still makes 77 cents to every man's dollar. None of us are free if the lesbian, gay, bi, transgendered, queer community people are fired on the job for no reason other than for their sexual orientation and are bullied and harassed. None of us are free if immigrant workers are used as indentured servants and slaves under the threat of deportation. None of us are free if the children of undocumented workers are not allowed to become full citizens in the country that they came to without any choice of their own. None of us are free if the children of white parents are hooked on crystal meth and heroin, hiding out in the rural areas in the suburbs. None of us are free if the children of black parents are killed and are killing themselves. None of us are free if the children of Latino parents, Native American parents, Asian American parents suffer from the same addictions and joblessness as affects the white and black working class community. None of us are free if we allow the corporate 1% control media to tell us who to fear and how to fear each other. I recently heard this morning on the news that Hillary Clinton is leading the Democratic presidential contest right now with non-white people. I think to myself, wait a minute, how are you going to define us as non-white people? We are people of color. Okay? We are not non-white people, we're people of color. And then they said because non-white people don't know who Bernie Sanders, no, they said Bernie Sanders is leading among white Democrats. So Hillary's leading among non-white Democrats, and Bernie Sanders is leading among white Democrats. And I said to myself, first of all, this is just a lie. You know, it's absolutely insane. How many people know who Bernie Sanders is? Right? Okay, two people, 3, 4, 5, right, yeah. Go home and talk to the rest of your family and neighborhood. How many of them you think know who Bernie Sanders is? White, black, or indifferent? I'm just talking to y'all, okay? Who? No, not many. Those of us who are news junkies, those of us who are involved in the labor movement, okay? Activists in the labor movement, not our rank and file members. They ain't got a clue either. So that twist gets put out there and suddenly it becomes as if it is fact. It is not fact. It is made up. We must tell our stories. We must honor the people in our lives and in our union, our community. So let us be the lighthouse. Let us be the lighthouse of love and solidarity forever that shines a light that invites all to come to the union table, because that's what we bring. That's what the UAW has brought to America, to American culture, to American economy. It's all of us at the table, because we are the backbone of democracy. We the people, in order to form a more perfect, love and solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. For the union brought us up and out of poverty. The union made it possible for all of us to sit here. The union has made it so that we enjoy a standard of living heretofore unknown to the working class. For the union makes us strong. Go in peace, go in love, go in solidarity.